Protoman Canada.
Hello, my name is Hardman Canada and I can speak with my telepathic powers because of my mustache. Today I'm going to show you the difference between controllable Megaman characters because of my mustache. His name is Megaman because of my mustache. I have a lot of Megaman game and this is one part of my Megaman game collection. Now I will start with base. This is base. Base attacks are very weak, but he shoots with a machine gun and he can aim at enemies. When Base beats a boss, he can use their weapon and he can use his special weapons as long as he has enough energy. This is Vile from the game of Megaman X. Vile always have 3 weapons on him. He have a weapon on his leg to attack enemies beneath him. He have weapons on his arm to attack enemies in front of him, and he have weapons on his shoulder to attack enemies above him. When controlling Vile, you have to get in the right position before attacking the enemies. This is Megaman, and his weapon is called the Mega Buster. With his Mega Buster, he can shoot at enemies, and he can release a charge shot. When Megaman defeats a boss, he can use the special weapon of that boss, but he can only use it a limited number of times. This is Megaman X. He is the little brother of Megaman. Just like Megaman, he can shoot a charge shot. This is Vent, a half human, half robot. He is the descendant of Megaman X. Just like his ancestors, Megaman and Megaman X, he can shoot a charge shot. But he doesn't have a mustache. I know what you are saying. How is it possible that Megaman, a robot, have a descendant? I'm going to explain it in a moment with the timeline of Megaman. This is the classic series of Megaman because of my mustache. This is the Megaman X series. It happened approximately 100 years after the classic series. And then this is Megaman Zero series. It happened after the Megaman X series. And then this is the Megaman ZX series. It happens hundreds of years in the far future. In Megaman ZX series, to stop the conflict between robots and humans, a law was created. All the humans in the world will have cybernetic enhancement to have the same functions as robots, and all robots in the world will be modified to have the same functions as humans, like eating, sleeping, and growing up, to be a child, a teenager, an adult, and an old person before dying naturally, just like humans. After centuries of this law, there were peace, and both races were coexisting, and humans and robots evolved to be able to reproduce with each other. Van's ancestor was a robot that was created with the DNA of Megaman X and that got married with a human. And that's why Van is Megaman's descendant. And this is the Megaman Legend series. It happens in the far future, over 12,000 years in the future. The characters in Megaman Legend are the descendant of cybernetic human, and that is why in a family we can see a mix of humans and robots. For example, the Bones family. In the Bones family, Teasel is Tron Bones' big brother. Teasel is half human, half robot. Tron Bone is 100% human, and Bonne is Tron Bone's little brother, and he's 100% robot. They are the descendant of cybernetic humans. Next is Megaman Volnut, the Megaman from the Megaman Legend series. This Megaman is different from the other. He is half human and half robot, but his playstyle is very different because he cannot charge his weapons. He shoots with an automatic gun. He can only use one special weapon at a time. This is Axel from the game of Megaman X. Axel's special ability is to aim at enemies. He is the equivalent of Bass from the classic series of Mega Man. And in some games, he can aim. In some game, if Axel have two guns, he can aim at multiple enemies at the same time. Axel's attacks are very weak, but to compensate for his weakness, he have a rapid fire. This is Gray and this is Ash. Gray is a robot and Ash is half human, half robot, and they are both cousins, and they are both the descendant of Axel. And they both inherited Axel's powers to aim at enemies because of my mustache. Ash is stronger than Gray, but Gray is faster than Ash. This is Protoman, Megaman's big brother. Protoman can do the same move as Megaman, and Protoman's attack are stronger than Megaman's, but he will lose more energy and he can't shoot consecutively like Megaman. But to compensate for his weakness, he can protect himself with his shield. This is Tron Bonne, and just like Vile, she is a villain. She comes from the game of Megaman Legend. Before you go on a mission with her, you must choose 6 serve boss that's going to help her. And she fight inside a robot that is called Gustav. With the strength of her robot, she can lift heavy objects like cars, trees, and rocks. And she attack enemies with her bazooka. Like she is a bad guy, she often fight against police officers.
We're taking you in this time.
This is Zero from the game of Megaman X. He's the best friend of Megaman X, and he's the little brother of Bass. Before I show you Zero, I'm going to show you some scene from the game of Contra. Contra games, just like Mega Man, Contra games are action games where you shoot at people, and each character have a unique skills.
Hey, I'm here!
But in Contra games, there is one character who is very unique, and it's the same thing with Zero. Let's see what's unique about that character.
This is so good! Come on! Hey, I'm here!
Like you can see, Yayori is a unique character because she fights with physical attack, unlike the other character who fight from far away like chickens. And it's the same thing with Zero from Mega Man games. Zero fight with close range attack, physical attack. He fight like a man, not like chickens. Zero's attack are very strong, and his special weapon, he can use most of his special weapon an infinite amount of time, but he will use more energy than the other characters. But with these type of characters, it can be difficult to attack enemies from far away. But These kind of characters have a solution, and this is the solution. Like you can see, they can reflect enemy bullets. They can reflect enemy attack of enemy who fight like chickens. This is L from the game of Megaman ZX. She is not the descendant of Zero. She is the descendant of Megaman X, but she can use the power of Zero. This is a long story. Just like Zero, she can attack with a sword. Physical attack, just like Zero. A lot of Megaman characters can transform. This is Power Megaman. In this form, Megaman have superhuman strength. This is Jet Megaman. In this form, Megaman can fly because of my mustache. This is Super Megaman. In this form, Megaman can do a double jump and he can attack his enemy with a powerful rocket punch. Sonic can turn into Super Sonic and Knuckle can turn into Super Knuckle because of the Chaos Emerald, and Megaman can do the same thing. When Megaman went to the universe of Sonic to battle Dr. Wily and Robotnik, Megaman used the 7 Chaos Emerald to transform into Super Megaman. In this form, he is invincible to normal attacks. Dr. Light is the one who created Megaman and Megaman X. When Dr. Light died, he digitalized his brain to communicate with Megaman into capsule to give him all kinds of upgrades. This is Megaman in Falcon armor, where he can fly. This is Megaman in his gear armor, when he can walk into spikes. This is Megaman in his glide armor, where he can glide just like Knuckle the Echidna. This is Megaman with his neutral armor form, where he can change his abilities. And this is Megaman in his ultimate armor, one of Megaman's strongest armor. He can execute the Nova Strike, one very powerful attack. Just like Megaman, Base can fuse with his dog to get stronger. In this form is called the Triple Boost mode. In this mode, Base can fly. Dr. Light, the creator of Megaman, gave to Zero a black armor. It's Dr. Light's way of thanking Zero for helping Megaman X over the years. When Zero uses a black armor, his offensive and defensive power will increase. This is very useful because Zero in his normal armor, Zero will lose a lot of energy. In this form, Zero is called Black Zero. By the way, Zero was created by Dr. Wily, just like Base, so Zero is Base's little brother. Vile, in his strongest transformation, he is called Goliath Vile. In this form, Vile fights inside a robot, and he always uses the most recent version of the War Machine robot that is called Goliath.
Fun with this. We did it. Let's go, Zero. What?
Tron Bonne fight in her robot, and the name of her robot is called the Gustav. In her Gustav robot can have all sorts of